And when I was at the last event, I did an interview with Benny, and I said, it's like back in the day, 2 men will enter the octagon, only one will leave. And that's kind of how it is in the Trigon. 2 men will enter the Trigon, only one will leave. 2 women will enter the Trigon, only one will leave. But yeah, they're trying to get their teeth into, the map, the whole landscape of combat sports, and people are into it. BKFC is doing a great job. BYB Extreme continues to build. I feel honored to be working with Paulie Malignaggi. I mean, 2-time world champion, but an amazing boxing analyst. I mean, you listen to him in Showtime for nearly a decade. The dude is good on TV. So I'm humbled that I'm part of what I believe is a very, very talented broadcast team. I go way back with Dave Ryan, who's going to continue to host with Dada. Rhino and I were at ESPN back in the 90s together. Both worked for Bruce Connell, who was my producer at the UFC for almost 20 years. Lost him way too young a couple of years ago. But yeah, I definitely see the comparison. But here's the difference. I think people are going to be more willing to accept the high level of confrontation, the blood and the gore, quote unquote, although that's not really what I would call it, the result of combat with small gloves or no gloves, than they were 20 years ago, because way back when MMA came out and people were bleeding all over, nobody knew what was up. They didn't realize it might just be a little cut and just the heart was pounding. Here, there's a little more latitude. There's also always going to be that hunger for the highlight reel knockout. And when you get in the smallest area in combat sports, that mighty Trigon, people are going to not have an opportunity to go, get off the ground. This is the Ultimate Wrestling Championship, or there's too much groundwork. I don't want to see another armbar. These armbars are pissing me off. We're going to see confrontation every single time. So I do see it as that, and I'm studying in that way, and I want to help to build our fighters and their resumes. And like I said, it would be very satisfying to me to be part of a team that's able to replicate what we were able to do on that run during those many years of going from the Bay St. Louis, Mississippi's to the Abu Dhabis and 80,000 people in Sky Dome in Toronto for the UFC.